All right, this is Eric with Sharky's Talk, episode 3. I left off the last time of telling y'all how I got my nickname, Sharky, when I was 17 years old. Me and my immediate family went out to South Carolina with, to meet up with some of my, to meet up with some relatives of mine, and we had went shark fishing, or we were going to go shark fishing anyways. And first time I had a beer, and the night before is the first time I had a beer. I didn't like it at first because it tasted like crap. But anyways, the next day, we were going to go shark fishing out on the lake, and I just kept catching sharks, not big ones, just small ones, which is weird. I didn't know they were more like sandpaper than like the regular fish that are slimy, but these felt like sandpaper. But anyways, and my relative looked at me and said, if you get one more shark, you're going to have to drink another beer. So, sure enough, 5 minutes later or whatever it was, caught another shark. So I was drinking a Blue Moon. And then the night before, we went and got, license, and of course, and my relatives never did. They just went fishing, and but anyways, so we were out there, and I was drinking that Blue Moon, and I kid you not, as soon as I got that Blue Moon done, the water patrol people came up and checked all of our license, and so that's kind of how I got the name Sharky, and they still call me that to this day. But anyways, now that we got that out of the way, what I was going to talk about was, the last couple of weekends I've been real busy watching live bands. Some of them I've seen before, some of them I haven't. Last Friday night I went and watched Jason Boland and the Stragglers. They've been doing outlaw country since 1998. They're out of Oklahoma. But I've seen them numerous times. They were having a little bit difficult with the sounds last time, or Friday night, but once I got it straightened out, it was really good. But, really dedicated little following, so, and they've never really gone, Nashville or, went Hollywood or rock or whatever. I mean, there's a little bit of rock in there, but they didn't sell out. That was the word I was looking for. They have never sold out. They still write their own music and do their music on their terms, which I really like. And like, the funny thing is where I went and seen them at was a place called Temple Live in Fort Smith, Arkansas. And I write just for fun for Temple Live, all the bands that I see through there. And what was funny is they know me now, because I usually bring my guitar that I'm on my fourth, or I bring a guitar that I usually try to get signed by the artist playing the night that I see them. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. I know they're busy. I don't get mad or nothing. It is what it is, But anyways, but I didn't bring my guitar this time because I'd already seen him, or I've gotten them both, or him to sign my guitar a few months ago at Gillies in Pecola, Oklahoma. And if I would have known there was an opening band, I would have brought my guitar, but I think it was just thrown together. There was a new band. They haven't got any music out on Spotify or SoundCloud or iHeart or iTunes or any of that. But if you're into local music, Americana, Red Dirt, Texas, Oklahoma, get on YouTube and look up Chris Jones and the Flycatchers. Flycatchers is one word. I took one video of them. I don't know what the song is, but if you go to, I don't know how you do this on YouTube, but go to Expiring Music Writer, and I got a bunch of videos I've uploaded of the bands that I go see, whether it be local bands or national acts, or the Red Dirt, Oklahoma, Texas music that I love. Excuse me. And anyways, but I'm getting Tyler Childers mixed up. Chris Jones and the Flycatchers, they're about to come out with an album pretty soon, I think is what they told me. They're out of the Norman, Oklahoma area. They are very good. I seen them, like I said, when they opened up for Jason Boland. I went up there and talked to him. I've got business cards, but I forget half the time. But where on my Facebook, I've got Beyond Obsessed, and it's a picture of me. It's usually with the profile right now is with me and the lead singer from Kentucky Headhunters. And that's where I do all my music writing. Also, I forgot all about a blog site that I set up, and it was weird how this worked out. Exactly a year ago from the day that I wrote the William Clark Green review. It's called if you go on to www.aspiringmusicblogger.com, all one word, that is where all my, I don't got all the writings I did, but I got a lot of them, and that's where I'm going to keep doing them from now on. Instead of Facebook, try to get more people out there to, notice me and this and that, and, know who I am and what I'm about and everything. But the funny thing, back to Jason Boland for a minute. Like I said, they know me up at Temple Live because I help them out, and I'm a very dedicated fan to music, and not just Red Dirt, but I seen Government Mule about a month ago, and Willie Nelson, and some other people. But I went up there to the front desk. I said, "Hey, I need backstage passes," and I was just kidding, And she's like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "Well, I need my ticket and a backstage pass, because I always keep the actual ticket as a souvenir." My sister got me a shadow box to keep all my tickets in, because I've been to like 400 something shows, and just keep going. I've seen the same acts numerous times. Seen pretty much everybody I've wanted to see, except for like the people that are dead. Like Waylon Jennings, Graham Parsons, like Queen, the original Queen. I know Adam Levine's helping them out right now, or was at one time. But mainly I've seen pretty much, I got to see George Jones, Merle Haggard, the Rolling Stones, seen them in 2005. Actually, Merle Haggard opened up for them. But anyways, and the lady, I know, like I said, know a lot of the people up there at Temple Life. And the lady thought I was being serious, so she go get some merch guy for Boland. And they thought they were going to put, I guess this. I was like, no, I was just teasing. But, I've met Jason before, very nice guy. And that's one thing I like about a lot, the music or the artists that have really inspired me, like with the Red Dirt, Texas, Oklahoma stuff. They'll go out and greet their fans, and that's like with Chris Jones. I told him who I was, what I wanted to do. I will help them, and this and that, just because I like music and, but anyways, but it was a very good show after they got the sounds, up to where you could hear all the instruments at the same time. Then the next night, I went and seen the Kentucky Headhunters. Kentucky Headhunters is a band from I think they actually started in the 60s, from what the rhythm guitarist was telling everybody at Gillies that night. But since 89, the four of them that are still together have been together for 33 years. And they've, when I went, I really didn't know a lot of their songs. And, but anyways, they've got, their biggest hits was Dumas Walker, Walk Softly on This Heart of Mine, Oh Lonesome Me, and a few others. But what I didn't know, I'm going to do a review on them too. So if you, if you're a fan of Kentucky Headhunters, like I said, go out check out www.aspiringmusicblogger.com in a few days, and I'll have that up, of the Jason Boland and the Kentucky Headhunters. But, they know me at Gillies too, up in Bacola, Oklahoma. I go up and, I take a guitar and try to get it signed. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't, Most of the time they'll come out, whatever band's there, and, sign autographs, and, unless they're a bigger band, and they gotta get going down the road, which I completely understand. Like I said, I don't take no offense to it, because I know how busy they are. But a few years ago, it will tie back into what I'm talking about, but a few years ago, I wanted to get a guitar and start getting signatures of all these bands. I go sick because I started getting to where I was meeting a lot of them, after the show and this and that. And like I said, it was more of a just, if they let me bring my guitar in, I'll do it, First time I went up to Gillies, I can't remember who was playing there, but I said, hey, my name's Eric. I'm a music writer. And that's when I was just starting out. I've done this for 2 years now. And I said, I got this guitar. I just want to get signatures on it. I'll do reviews, tag Gillies or, Choctaw, wherever what venue I'm at, They're like, well, you got to ask I asked an employee in there. He's like, well, you got to ask the security guard. So I said, he's a security guard. He's like, well, do you plan on going backstage? I said, unless they invite me, I don't. But, he goes, okay. And I've never had no problem ever since. I bring it every time. Unless it's someone I've already met before, have gotten their signatures, I've gotten, but this will be this one when I went and seen the Kentucky Headhunters. It was the fourth guitar that I've started with full signatures. I've gotten the signatures by the whole Whiskey Myers band, Cody Can, The Departed, Jason Boland and the Stragglers, all the Kentucky Headhunter guys, which was the very last one. Brian Head Welch from Korn, he was doing a speaking in Conway,